Now this is cool.
Hi everybody, it's Jen Zurko, managing editor of GrowerTalks magazine. And you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, something's weird here. Isn't Chris Beatty's usually the one in front of the camera? And usually you'd be right. But today you get a treat because I'm the one who's going to be taking you through the 2022 Ball Seed Customer Days. There's demos, different sessions, tours, lots of flowers and plants to see, obviously. So why don't you come with me and let's check it out. Chris usually is the one that bothers Anna Ball, chairman of Ball Horticultural Company, so I might as well do it too. So Anna, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
We have really nice weather, at least it's not raining like it was yesterday.
It's perfect, nice and cool and beautiful.
So during 2020, you know, obviously things were weird and we couldn't hold a customer day. Last year customer day was over 3 days. This year it's over 2. So how come you decided to do over 2 days? Because I think we decided what customer days or field days started in the 50s, and they've always been one day, the last Friday.
Yeah, and we had it spread out last year over 2 or 3 days, and we found out that a lot of people who came on the Wednesday or Thursday said, I've never been able to come because I have this standing thing on Friday. So we thought, duh. It took us so long to figure that out. So now it's 2 days, and it's actually, this year, it's evenly split between Thursday and Friday, so it's perfect.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's great.
So when people come to Ball Customer Day, this year, what should they check out while they're walking the grounds and the gardens?
Oh, you mean what's my favorite variety?
Well,
is that what you're
you know,
saying?
it's like picking your favorite child or your favorite cat. You can't do that, right?
I would say there's a red and yellow Canova, I think it's called Red and Gold Flame or something, that is just gorgeous. That's Canna's one of my favorite things. The hula begonias are super exciting this year. Everybody's been sort of talking about those. Okay. And then there's a petunia that's blueberries and cream, I think it's called. It's really cool that I like the name.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's a really nice one. Those are 3 that I noticed when I went through yesterday.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'll stop bugging you so you can meet the people.
Okay.
And we'll walk around and see what they have
Great.
going on. So
thanks, Jen.
Good to talk to you, Anna.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm with Josh Kirschenbaum of Handpicked Vegetables, Pan American Seed. How are you, Josh?
I am doing great. How are you?
Good. So tell us about 1 or 2 things that are new for Handpicked you're very excited about.
I have got just the right thing to talk about.
Oh, wonderful. Love it.
So let's start with the tomato. This is our new Sun Dipper variety of tomato. They're not really ripening up yet. But what makes this unique is that they're kind of elongated fruit, and they might actually even get a little bit longer as they continue to mature. They ripen to a really nice orange color, and what I like about them is that they kind of have this handle to them, making it a perfect variety to dip.
Oh, hence Sun Dipper.
And I will tell you a little secret, I like dip.
Oh.
And so, yeah, this is a great variety. It is indeterminate, and so it's best to be grown in ground.
Okay.
Nice disease resistance, productive, great variety.
Yeah, it gets pretty tall, I would think, in a container.
Yeah, it's just something that's different. You don't really see this type of fruit on tomatoes.
No, it's definitely unique.
Yep.
And there's one more thing you wanted to show me really quick?
Our new pepper, Trailblazer. Again, these are just starting to ripen right now, so there's not any ripe yet. But this is a bell pepper. It's a yellow bell. It starts out green, as you can see down here.
Oh, very nice.
And then as it continues to ripen, it'll turn this really bright yellow. It's relatively early to mature. And the other thing that I really like about this is that when it turns yellow, it tends to stay that bright yellow for a long period of time, where there's some other yellow bell peppers that'll tend to turn kind of a golden orangey color. This stays really nice bright yellow, really sweet, really crunchy, delicious.
Okay. And you know what I learned this year?
What?
I learned that there's a term for those kind of like traditional bell pepper. It's black pepper, right?
A blocky bell is a word that
I
you
never
could use
knew
for
that
these.
until I was this year old when I found that out.
22.
Yeah. Yes. Don't I look 22? Come on.
Exactly, yeah.
So okay, that's really great. That's exciting new introductions from hand-picked vegetables from Pan American Seed. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. I'm with Ava. Please pronounce your last name because you say it beautifully in Dutch.
Van der Kruisen.
I'm with Ava and with Pan American Seed, and she's going to talk about something that Anna Ball mentioned earlier in the video, and that is hula begonia.
Right, so hula begonia is our newest addition to the interspecific begonia range that we have at Pan American Seed. And hula came out this year with 4 colors in the series. We have the blush, we have the bicolor red, white, a red and a pink. And it's a new product. It's perfect for spreading hanging baskets, as you can see. They do very well in landscaping as well. So it's a new addition to the begonias. We haven't seen it before.
Well, yeah, because Pan American Seed does have a few begonia series, Dragon Wing being very popular,
Right.
and then Megawatt. So is it in the middle of that, or like where does it fit in with those other
No,
series?
it has a short day length, just like Baby Wing has.
Okay.
So it's early, and it's great for people that want to have a product early in market.
Okay. And then there was one other begonia that actually Jim Kennedy mentioned, and it's Megawatt White.
Right.
And that's because there's never been a white in the Megawatt series, correct?
Right,
And that's this
correct.
right here. This big old one right here.
Definitely. We have a new begonia, and in the Megawatt series, it's the white, and it has all the same characteristics as Megawatt is known for. Big flowers, and it's a big plant. It's very beautiful.
So why is it so important to have a white in a begonia series?
Well, it's very wanted to have a white
popular.
in this series. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, thank you so much, Ava, for
Thank you.
taking us through the new annuals.
Thank you, and good luck today.
Thank you. I'm in the ball floor plant area with Leland Touring. Hi, Leland. How are you today?
I'm very good. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. And we're going to talk about a couple things from ball floor plant. The first one, okay, so I walk around the ball gardens during lunchtime when it's really nice out, and this was not like this 2 weeks ago. And these are the new, there's an angel dance series, but these are all of the angelonias that ball floor plant has, right? So tell me about these, Leland.
Okay, so what we have here is we actually have 3 different series of angelonia. We've got brand new, like you said, Angelonia Angel Dance. There's fuchsia bicolor and also violet bicolor. And many of our growers are actually doing Archangel right now. And we got Archangel here displayed as well. So these Angel Dance are gonna be a little bit taller than our Archangel series, and basically, we can use these as a centerpiece in a combination, but you know what? I think actually all these Angelonia look really fantastic just for like an end cap, but just like this, especially in the summer, because we always need stuff, Jen, in the summer that we can have our growers put on their benches that's gonna last throughout the heat for consumers.
Well, it certainly is very eye-catching, I have to say. And then there's another one that actually Anna mentioned when I interviewed her when we first started this video, and that's over there, right?
Let's get going.
All right. All right, so Anna mentioned blueberries and cream, and this is part of the new Sure Shot series. It's a whole new series, right, of petunias?
Yes, we've got a brand new series of medium vigor petunias called Sure Shot, and we've got a number of core colors, but also this really nice blueberries and cream that Anna mentioned. And I think we really like these because this series really matches in terms of habit, in terms of timing as well, so that way growers can bring all of these into flower within a 7-day window. Perfect for those 12-inch hanging baskets. Great for mixes here. Here we've got the blueberries and cream mixed right in here with our bee's knees, which we all know and love and performs
really
all throughout the summer as well. So we're really excited about this new series of medium vigor petunias called Sure Shot.
Plus, you always think about that Beastie Boys song, that Sure Shot. Every time I hear this, it pops in my head.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and sing that song to us.
I'm not doing that. But we have one more thing to look at while we're over here too, from Selecta, right?
You bet.
All right, let's go over there. So obviously something that's very popular, combinations. Everyone loves them, consumers love them, and growers love when you give them an easy recipe to grow in their production. Trixie's are one of them, very popular. And you were mentioning about the one in particular that's brand new for Trixi.
Yeah, like you said, Jen, mixes remain the #1 fastest growing item at retail across all categories. And we do a lot of homework at Selecta to try to make sure that these components play really nicely with each other. And of course, we're always introducing new genetics, and so we gotta also have new mixes as well, like this brand new Trixi Enchanted Evening here. And I really like this mix because this to me screams Mother's Day. I'd give it to my mom, I know that. And so in the springtime, certainly we're gonna see the spotted pattern on here, but even in the summer, we still get in this enchanted sky petunia here, we still get that nice star shape as well. And just plays really well with the other components. And that's Trixi Enchanted Evening.
That's really pretty. So I guess you know what you're getting your mother next year for Mother's Day.
That is right. She gets a plant every Mother's Day.
And she'll get this one next year. So thanks, Leland. So there's a little bit from Buffalo Plant and Selecta. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jen.
Isn't that beautiful? That's one of the things that Anna mentioned this morning. And I'm over here in the Ball Ingenuity area with Jesus Benitez Cansal. And this is part of the Canova series. This is a Canna. What is this one called? This is something that Anna was really excited about. She said the Cannas are actually one of her favorite plants.
Well, why wouldn't you be excited? This is Canova Red Golden Flame. As you can see, very striking yellow margins on the flower with a red orange center and multiple flowers about to bud and burst in color.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Pretty much everything you would expect within the Canova line, so same crop time, just the added splendor and color of our series.
So is this the first double or dual color in the series? Everything else is like a pretty much one color. Okay.
All of our other colors have their reds, yellows, solid colors. This is kind of the first one that throws a little wrench into the normal and bringing something exciting to container combinations or general landscape production.
Okay, it's beautiful. And then there's one other thing. We actually saw it at Cannas, but it wasn't in flower, and you have to see it to believe it. So this is the rudbeckia, right? This is what is the series called?
This is Rudbeckia August series, and this particular one is August Forest.
Now this was not in flower at Cannas, but look at that. That is a green petals on that. Now is this the first green rudbeckia? I don't know. I've never seen anything like this.
Well, within the cut flower industry, there might be others.
Oh, okay.
But this is the one that we are specifically bred for container and landscape purposes. Of course, very vigorous growth. It will fill out a container very well. You have your height element, and if you wanted to treat it as cut flowers, just go into your yard, pick a couple. They work very, very well.
So how many are in the series? There's 4, right?
We have 4. So with the August Forest, we have August Glow, Sun, and Flame.
Yeah, this is
so
Sun
4
right
colors.
here.
Yep.
Okay, and then is this This is not hardy, right? This
is not a hardy item.
Okay.
It is an annual.
Okay.
So don't expect it to come back if you get some pretty harsh weather.
Okay, gotcha. So this is a vegetative item, right?
This is a vegetative.
And then the Canova is from seed.
That is from a seed.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
correct.
So those are a few of the exciting things over here at Ball Ingenuity. Thank you, Jesus. I really
thank you.
appreciate it. I'm at the Burpee area with Jason Force, and he's going to tell us a little something about something from heaven, something delightful, right, Jason?
Absolutely. Thanks, Jen.
So what do we got here?
So we have a brand new introduction called Peppers from Heaven. These are a snacking pepper, but does great in hanging baskets and will actually trail over the side, which really hasn't been seen before.
No, so that's why they're called peppers from heaven. I love
Yes.
it. And how many different ones? There's a yellow, an orange, and a red,
Correct.
right?
So you could do solid colors, you could do one of each color in a basket, but really fun. Hanging baskets are huge right now, and having a awesome vegetable and especially a sweet pepper in a hanging basket is terrific.
Yeah, and it is a sweet pepper. It's not a hot pepper.
Correct.
And
We
I
do
actually-
have jalapeno.
Oh, okay, that's right. That was
Which is-
introduced, was it last year?
Last year.
Okay. So that's another basket pepper, but hot
Hot,
pepper.
correct.
Okay, gotcha. I actually have these at home because you're so nice and you sent them to me. And there's just starting to, I have the red one in a basket and it's just starting to turn. I can't wait to eat them. So, and then there's one other thing that you wanted to talk about, right?
Yes, over
there.
here.
Okay, great. So Jason, you wanted to talk about the tomatoes and then the brand as a whole, right?
Yes, so this display, we just wanted to show what the brand would look like at retail. Burpee is a well-recognized brand, especially in the garden sector. And we have these beautiful pots and tags, which really help the consumer pick their favorite varieties. But this year, we're also introducing 5 upgrades to legacy varieties that we all well know. They've been around a long time: Early Girl, Lemon Boy, Better Boy, Celebrity, and Big Beef.
Oh, nice.
So they all have added disease resistance, which is really going to help the end consumer be more successful. So they might not even know they had disease problems, but when they grow these, they're going to be so much happier.
Oh, that's good. So was that the plan the whole time, and you guys had already had this and said we need to start upgrading some
We've
of these
been
older
asking
ones?
for this with the breeding companies for some time because we knew it was going to be an issue, so this was good timing.
Well, and they're popular. You want to keep the popular ones popular.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jason.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Jen.
Now, if you watched our video from Darwin Perennials Day, you've probably seen these already, but we do have to come over here and look at the perennial beds because they are beautiful.
Absolutely.
And I want to talk to Chris Fifo about some new varieties from Darwin and Kieft.
Yes.
So what are the couple things that people should be looking at while they're here from Darwin?
On the Darwin side, I'm super excited about the Buddleia chrysalis series we introduced last year. 5 colors here. The whole point of this breeding is to keep Buddleias in the perennial program and not in the shrub program. And so we've scaled the chrysalis down so we can put these in gallon pots, maybe up to 1.5 gallons, but we have a nice little roundy moundy type of Buddleia that's not going to overgrow a space. It's good for more condensed gardens or smaller gardening spaces versus your standard Buddleias that used to get 3 to 4 foot tall.
Okay, and then they're hardy to zone.
Hardy to zone 5.
Okay.
And so for me here in Chicagoland, all of mine came back in my garden. I was really happy about that. Second thing I'm excited about this year is our new series of Veronica we're calling Skyward. Now, we've had the Moody Blues for several years. This is our compact series. Skyward is going to be more of a medium height series. We're talking 18 to 20 inches tall. What I'm loving about these is we've got more flower power than the competition. We're truly first year flowering with these with that full flower power. And in containers in the landscape, we're not getting so big that we're going to fall open as these mature throughout the season. So huge improvements. And what we did notice most notably last year in containers, these were extremely mildew resistant compared to the competition out there. So that is a huge issue with many Veronicas. So we're really happy about this one.
And you got 2 colors?
We've got
in
the
this?
pink and the blue right now,
Okay.
yes.
And then you said there were more coming down
Yeah.
the pike, maybe a white?
Yeah, you've picked up on that. Right now, that's what we have. So we do have a whites. We may have a really cool purple. We might have some deeper pinks or something. So we'll kind of wait and see maybe for 2025
Okay.
what may be coming in addition
That's
to the
exciting.
Skyward
I love
series.
scoops. And then, so what's the hardiness zone for the Veronica?
We're zone 5 on these.
Okay.
And so we're gonna be holding up very well in Chicagoland here and anywhere further south.
And so how old are these that they're here? Were they planted this year?
This is all first year flowers
Okay.
here. And so we can see that flower power that we're going to get without that overwintering. And that has been the focus for a lot of our breeding with Darwin Perennials is getting that first year flowering And to help growers out, we've developed a scheduling tool. So you can go to firstyearfloweringtool.com. You can come up with all detailed scheduling information for our Darwin perennials.
All right, good plug. So that's vegetative, and there is a
Vegetative.
seed one that you want to talk about from Keith.
So yes,
over here.
you know, I cover both Darwin perennials, the vegetative and the seed side too, so we can't forget about the Keith seed.
All right, let's go. So Chris, when we were at Cast, we saw a picture of these, so they weren't actually there in person, but now we're seeing this in person. It is really impressive.
Yes, it was a little bit early at Cast, a little bit challenging, such a cool spring in California this year, but here, Rudbeckia Gold Blitz is in all of its glory. This is the first improvement over Rudbeckia Goldsturm ever since Goldsturm was released, probably close to 30 years ago now. And so it was due. In the landscape, it's virtually indistinguishable from Rudbeckia Goldsturm. From the grower standpoint, it's going to be flowering 2 weeks earlier. It's going to be easier for them to get them in retail, in flower, when customers are present. We do have just tremendous flower coverage here. The flowers may be slightly smaller than Goldsturm, but man, look at the number. That thing just glows in the garden time. And you and I were just talking about dividing, because these will spread out nice as these are popping up in the springtime. Just seeing that foliage coming up, slice them up and spread them out then, and get Rudbeckia Gold Blitz all over your yard.
So, and is there like disease resistance too that's in with Goldsturm?
Disease, there's been some contention about this. It is not in our official messaging.
Okay.
But from my visual observations myself, it does appear to be more clean than Rudbeckia Goldsturm. But it has not been officially tested. We don't have data, and so we cannot officially say that. But unofficially, it looks pretty clean to me.
And it's hardy to zone.
Hardy to zone 3.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty hardy.
Really strong.
Okay, you know I have to
here,
answer ask the hard questions.
Yes.
You know that.
And
So
I know we're just supposed to talk about this, but I got to.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
This was an anomaly. I was told not to put the Aquilezia early bird in our beds this year because it doesn't flower this time of year. But look at it, early bird is reblooming. We continue to have color on these, and this is the end of July. We've had days pushing 100 degrees this year, and to see color on an Aquilezia is highly unusual. 8 colors and a mix, unique color combinations. The purple and blue is my absolute favorite, so had to put a quick plug for the Aquilezia
Hey,
early birds.
I gotcha. I got it. And that's seed too.
This is seed as well.
From Kieft, just like the Gold Blitz is.
Yep, and again, zone 3 hardy. So you're
very
rock
nice.
solid. It is always my favorite first the spring flowers.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Chris.
All right, great to see you, Jen. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
And that's just a smattering, a sampling of what you would get here if you came to Ball Customer Days. Obviously walking the grounds and looking at all the beautiful flowers and plants and all their glory, tours and sessions and the lunch. Obviously, I have to mention the lunch. Chris would be mad if I didn't. But if you weren't able to make it this year, make plans to come next year. It's always the last, now I guess, 2 days of July, Thursday and Friday. So hopefully you can make plans to come out here next year. And hopefully we'll run into each other. So with that, I'm Jen Zurko, filling in for Chris Beatties, and I'll see you next time.